St. Charles County and the city of O'Fallon are facing a heroin epidemic that's impacting the lives of our residents. According to the National Council on Alcohol and Drug Abuse, 80% of those admitted to treatment for heroin started with prescription pain medications. And did you know that in the past several years, the purity of street heroin has drastically increased, allowing it to be snorted instead of having it injected? In fact, the purity of heroin is never known to consumers. It can be cut with more potent drugs or diluted. This uncertainty drastically increases the chance of overdose. In less than a decade, the St. Charles County Ambulance District has seen call volume for heroin and opiate overdoses more than double. Paramedics responded to 192 such calls in 2008, and last year responded to 426. Communities throughout the nation have experienced similar growth, prompting President Trump to declare the problem a national emergency. Recently, the city of O'Fallon's Mayor's Youth Advisory Council decided to take a stand against this issue by organizing a walk to bring awareness to this growing crisis.
So today what we really hoped to accomplish was to bring light to the fact that St. Charles County has an issue, and that issue is the heroin epidemic that's plaguing our community. And unfortunately, a lot of people tend to shy away from talking about it because of the stigma and fear that brings. People are sensitive to the fact that people have passed away because of overdose. So today what we really hoped to do and what we accomplished was bringing the community out and having walkers out here in support of that agenda to bring awareness to the issue.
Local officials from the O'Fallon Police Department, St. Charles County Ambulance District, the Fort Zumwalt School District, and O'Fallon's Fire District were in attendance to help support members of the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council. Once walkers gathered, they set out on a 2-mile journey through North O'Fallon. But this walk was more than just raising awareness. It also helped families affected by this brutal epidemic heal.
I lost my boyfriend and the father of my 2 young sons in December of 2016. It was 14 days before our baby's first birthday and 21 days before Christmas. It for sure does help healing because you meet a lot of other families that are going through the same thing and waging this own war inside your own heart and your head, and you feel so alone. But when you come to these walks and you see all these other beautiful souls that have been touched by this, it's eye-opening and it's inspiring.
In the past decade, thousands in St. Charles County have died from opiate overdoses. And it's important that we stay informed and understand the enormity of the situation we face.
It can happen to anyone, really. There's not a typical victim, so to speak, of heroin, and it has affected more families than most people are comfortable with admitting. All ages, socioeconomic status, gender, it doesn't matter. Too many kids have to bury their parents, and too many parents are burying their kids these days, that something needs to be done and more awareness needs to be brought about it.
Remember that help is near if you or your family member are suffering from addiction.
Ask for help, reach out. There's no shame in asking for help because there is help out there. There are people that are willing and wanting to help. And so I think it's really, really important to understand that there are people here that are wanting to figure out what they can do to help you. So it's a pretty empowering experience to be able to do that. So I think if they're able to reach out and ask for help, I think we're starting to make a good movement forward to the progress.
Thanks to the Mayor's Youth Advisory Council, first responders, and individuals who help bring awareness to the ongoing heroin crisis.
Behind the grade school, Forest Park Elementary.
If you would like more information on heroin facts and addiction treatment, go to ncada-stl.org.